Hey guys, GH. Okay, we're just going to do a bit of a test today. We've got that camera there and just trying a few angles and just see if we can get a little bit of ball flight. Just hit some 3 irons, keep the ball down a little bit. Just try and hit it between this gap here or just over that little bush. I don't know what that's like. Might be a bit far left. I'll hit this one a little further right. Just want to see if I can get the right angles. Hit this one a little further right. I'm just trying to hit it low, guys, so you can see a bit of ball flight. Now that one's about 30 degrees right. I don't know what that angle's like. I'll just hit this one in between. Just hit a few different angles. But the main thing is no matter what direction the ball starts, you'll see that they all have the same shape and same flight. Hit this one a little further to the right. Just trying to hit knockdown 3 irons, guys, so you can see that. Yeah, I don't know what those angles are like. I might just hit one straight to the right of this bush here. We'll see what that's like as an angle. I know what that's like. And I'll have to look at it when I go home, and then I'll know the shots relative to where I hit the ball here as to where they're going. Right, we'll hit this one just inside the bush on the right here. Good practice hitting knockdown 3 irons anyway, guys. I'll just hit normal height 3 iron here. It'll probably go out of vision. That's just normal height 3 iron. I just hit a couple of those. I've got the camera down a long way, so I might actually pick up the flight. But see, guys, I never have any anxiousness about long irons as opposed to short irons. My whole modus operandi is the same. I swing the same, feels the same. Ball just goes differently and goes further or shorter depending on the golf club. Right, we'll just smash this 3 iron. That's killed. Guys, you couldn't have done this in the old days with the old blade 3 irons out of rough. These new golf clubs, especially these M2s, they're really a bit like cheating, but you know, you've got to take advantage of the technology. And even out of crabgrass like this, I mean, the sole is forgiving enough. Alright, we'll just smoke this one. Smoke this one a little bit to the right. Like that. Gee, that was a good shot. Ooh, really good contact there. Hit another one on that line. See, what happens, guys, is that when these videos, in order to get them onto YouTube and not have them take an hour and a half to upload, you've got to compress them on a system, and it takes about 30 or 40% of the clarity of the HD recording out, and it tends to just blur the images, so you can't really see the ball fly. Alright JH, now you're warmed up, just give it a, as we say in Australia, it will just snot a few. Wow, see, that's 2-iron distance easy with the 3-iron. But see guys, the ball flights, the whole point of this is that, you know, like this short controlled golf swing, you don't get variation in the golf swing. You don't get pushes, you don't get pulls, you don't get, you know, certainly don't get hooks or cuts, or, well, you know, hooks and cuts are swing problems, you know, path delivery and face angle. Alright, we'll just belt this, give this the old welly, as we say over here, so the Wellington boot. That's killed there, right there. That is absolutely killed. And again, guys, it'll just give you a little bit of look at the swing from down the line, even though I'm a long way from the camera. I'll hit this one a fairway right and see what happens. You may not be able to see this. See, that's about 5 yards to the right of this tree here. You probably lose that with the scope of the camera. I mean, it gives angle from about here to, you know, over here somewhere. And I will just see if we can smoke a couple. Absolutely laser and smoking. Just a little test today, guys, just a little audio test and a little camera setup test. I've got a tiny little tripod there. It's so low to the ground. There's a couple of ducks behind the camera. I bet they'll come over and start pecking at the camera and probably knock it over. Come on, shoo, get away. And ducks always operate in pairs. All right, give this a... We'll just try and hit a bit of a slinger here, guys, just for fun, so you can see a bit of ball flight. Like that. There's your right to left slinger. Now that's the easiest shot in the world for me to hit, because I've got 7 degrees into out attack angle, and I've always got, you know, 2, 3, 4 degrees, up to 5 degrees shut on my club face. I mean, that's my standard attack line, so if I want to sling it, I just take that face into probably 8 degrees, 9 degrees, and I just get that little slinger. Which is a good shot in the wind if you want to hit a long iron where you want to burn one. That's blueprinted, that one. See guys, every one of those shots goes the same. I mean, I don't hit every shot in the middle of the blade. Nobody does. But if you were watching and if you were sitting over there, if we had a clinic and there were people over there, they'd see that ball flight and they think they're all good contact. Well, they're not all perfect contact. A lot of them are good. But if I can get about 85% or 80% every time I hit it, I'm happy. No one gets 100%. Even Mo Norman never got 100%, or Hogan. What did Hogan say in his best round of golf? If he hit six shots exactly the way he wanted to, with the right type of impact, he was happy. 6 out of 70. Okay. I just don't move the ball very much. I don't do any holding down the line like that. But, you know, I've got the normal rollover like everybody else. But I just don't move the ball very much. Because my angle's not very acute and I haven't got a lot of lag, and so the club's not doing crazy things. Right, one more. Might hit a couple this way, seeing them on camera. Don't know what it'll be like with the camera down low. I never shot any with the camera down low. I hit a couple this way, guys, just to show you the clearance. See this clearance, guys? It's perked. Gee, that's a good shot. It's amazing seeing it back into the sun, how you get a much better vision on it. When you've got a cap on, you can just take the sun out. You can see the flight perfectly. Just hit a couple this way. This crabgrass is just diabolical for long irons, just awful. I'll just hit one this way. Through here, guys. So it's just a little test session today. Oh, just hit a couple of 3-woods. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see this angle. I don't feel any different 3-wood to wedge. It's no different. It's just the golf club. And I guess that's one of the good things about my type of swing. I don't have any different thought processes when I pick up different golf clubs. I just don't. Okay, we'll bust this 3-wood. If I'm busting it, what I'm going to just swing smoother and better. Good club, this 816 Callaway Bertha Alpha. Very strong, and the ball doesn't go very high and it's very low spin, but it's a good club. Bit hard to get up, you know, out of difficult lies, but you know, this is pretty awful here, but I'll just bang this out. I'll just hit down on it and really trap it. Like that. See, that's absolutely, you know, thumping it out of that lie. Yeah, guys, just be interesting to see what it's like on this angle. One more. A little bit downwind today on this angle. See if I can get one up near the tree where I normally get driver. Or a bit, you know, it's probably about a 15, 20k wind behind us. So see if I can sort of shoot one out of the grass and run it up there. Oh, that's going to be close, because that's going to run like the dickens out of that lie. So that's a good thing about a lie with a bit of grass. You get a bit of grass between the face and the ball, get another 30 yards. See, they got up to the tree, but it was on the ground early, on the ground very early. But that's what I like about the modern woods. With these type of soles, they really do. I mean, that's a pretty awful lie there, but this just explodes the ball out. I'll trap this like I'm going to hit a trap 7 on, but with the 3 wood. So that's up to the tree again, but it's run 35. That's all right. Okay, guys, just a few angles today. I just hope you can see a bit of ball flight. It's just so difficult. So difficult. But in terms of my general flight, it's basically straight, little draw, not much. But I don't get any flares, don't get any rollover slingers, only if I want to hit one. And I guess that's part and parcel of the benefit of this swing, guys. When you've got a swing that only where your arm goes to here, you know, parallel with the ground, not much can go wrong, really. And I'm going to do another video today, and I'm going to talk about that, just as an explanation. Okay, guys, have a look at that, and I'll be back.